So, we begin our assassin's journey in the early mornings of Constantinople, and just to let you know what's going on, this is all going to have to be recorded in post because the audio was picking up from a webcam instead of my main mic. Thanks combination of Windows and NVIDIA whatever system. I don't even know what it's called, the recorder. But yeah, I was decided you can just randomly help out some citizens, and this guy wants me to carry crates and stuff, and that's it. And then you get $500 from him. So moving on. Okay, so this is the what do they call it? Assassin Den Leader missions. I don't really know. But all you have to do to start these at least is you set who's going to be the Den Leader, and then you start the mission. So this one is the Deacon Part 1. Discover who's behind the plot and murder Orthodox Patriarch. And they all have a 100% sync requirement as well. Some are more tedious than others. And I complain about this at the later on. I'll try to reiterate that. Like, maybe I'll try to dub what I said, because I really don't feel like trying to remember what I said. Anyway, the requirement here is that you have to identify the source, or this guy, whoever this guy is, to locate the church official on your first try, which it took me 2 tries. Like, I don't know if it's a luck thing or whatever, but yeah. Yeah, so the Den Leader here got lost, so I needed to rope him back in. And then he says, yeah, I know what to do. I'm gonna go kill the target. Can I sit here? Whoop! He killed the wrong guy. Whoopsie doopsie. Assassin's still in training.
I have no excuse, Mentor. Forgive me. Even if I do, many others will not. Nor should they. Take up his body and bring him to the shore. This is your burden to bear.
And now we have to escort him to the shore. Because, you know, even when you make it, you still make mistakes even when you're an assassin. Come on, buddy. This is at 2x speed, by the way.
Meditate on your mistake. Ahmet, Mentor. May the shame I feel never fade.
The shame I feel will never leave me. Toss this guy. Here we have the Vizier Part 1. All we have to do is race our apprentice and make sure we win.
Then how about the race? I could use a bit of exercise.
You begin, and I will follow.
It's really easy. Like, this is one of them. They've had races since, I don't know, AC2 or something like that. And this was like the easiest one ever. It's like, yeah, these missions are like such filler. And there's something I talk about later on as well, is fillers can be forgivable if you're learning more about the world and the universe, and in getting extra bits of lore. Like, what's the reward for this? I don't know. Maybe an outfit if you do them all or something. It's just like, you don't learn anything new, which is really unfortunate.
He was holding this, Mentor. It must belong to the Vizier you robbed.
You take care of his body. I will return this document.
Anyway, gotta loot the guy first. We killed the theft, the pickpocket, and then I returned the documents back.
You have spared me much humiliation before the Sublime Porte. Thank you, Effendi. And is that the young assassin who aided you today? Enjoy the rest of your day.
That's it.
All quiet today?
Not remotely. A heated conflict is brewing between two factions of Romanis. One group is banded together against a woman they call Mirella, accusing her of swindling the poor on dozens of occasions. As we speak, they are on the way to exile this trickster, by force if necessary.
By your tone, you seem to believe there will be trouble.
I do. Mirella is a frightening woman, and her temper is well known. I fear for anyone who crosses her.
Then we should give these Romanis our support. No good can come of this fight if it escalates.
The Trickster Part 1. Yeah, so this is like, there's one Romani woman who's
We can escort the Romanis to the meeting.
stealing from the poor and stuff like that, but we don't really know why.
Mirella gets wind that the assassins are leaving her position.
All
There
of
is no
these
panic.
are a Part 1, so I assume there's going to be
There they are.
Part
You take
You take the
2,
route, I will wander the streets.
maybe 3,
If I see
I
the
don't
drums
know.
there, I will provide a distraction.
So yeah, this one is a escort mission. You just follow your target here. And these are the Romani critics. So they're going to kind of shame the other woman. Just gotta take out the enemies. Your apprentice provides smoke bombs and the like. There he goes in the distance. I don't know if you caught that. It's not much to really talk about. Like, it's all quiet. They're super simple.
You crook! You charlatan! How dare you defile our people? How dare you turn the city against us simply to satisfy your greed?
Keep your voice down. You know nothing of my motives.
I will not be silent! This woman is a trickster, a cheat! She robs the poor of their money by preying on their
You
fears!
will regret taking that tone with me. What's wrong?
She must be a footballer.
Nothing!
Protect the Romanis, but do not
I
harm
don't
the
get
guards.
it. Like,
This
did
is
she
misunderstanding.
actually die? I guess she really did die. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to kill the guards, so whoopsie doopsie, I killed them.
Protect the Romanis, but do not harm the guards. This is a grave misunderstanding. Soldiers, your haste to serve justice.
So
Let the
here,
real murderers
I'm
slip away.
using unarmed.
Stop it before
Yeah,
this gets out of hand.
there you
Give
go.
me my word, Mentor.
Bene, we will speak again soon.
That's it. Here's the next leader. The Guardian, Part 1. Investigating determines source of Templar's continuing influence.
Buongiorno. How
Okay.
have you taken to your new post?
I do my best, Ezio, but it is no easy task to oversee a district in constant peril.
Pero, what has happened?
Despite our presence, the influence of Templar money is strong. Most of the merchants here are still taking bribes.
Dannazione. We should talk to the people and get a feeling for their mood. Vieni.
We have to go
Most
talk
of
to the
who sold their
merchants.
allegiance are Greek, and I am not ashamed to say that I understand the accent.
You are a better citizen than most of them. We cannot expect men to find any comfort in having been conquered. But just as they have a right to demand dignity from the Ottomans, the Byzantines have an obligation to keep the innocent safe from harm. This requires a careful balancing act, and we should not be surprised if we stumble from time to time.
Kill the guards as you see them. For some reason, I had trouble with this guy here. Like, I could not counter this guy for the life of me. Gonna investigate the market.
May the Father of Understanding guide and keep you.
This is an impressive take for a single day.
What business is it of yours how quickly I make my money? I take care of my neighbors, and they take care of me.
Templar scum. So go scan the
Incredible sum of money.
Where did
the
you learn your
treasure,
Italian? In a court of Bonja?
the
Get
money
away from my shop.
boxes. It tells you to piss off. They don't like you.
This is impressive. But
But
did
what
you
shine
manage?
his radiance upon you?
A large sum for him as well.
How? By honoring my neighbors and not selling out to those Ottoman usurpers. Please take
You know what had like investigation mode? Batman. I've never played those games, but isn't it
Okay,
like
amico. Forgive me for asking, but the interior on
10?
this chest.
Isn't it 100 times better than this Eagle Vision nonsense?
And he's your benefactor.
Benefactor? Oh, he is my friend, my countryman, and one of the wealthiest men in this district despite our new masters.
Of course. Grazie. What do you think? Shall we pay Theodoros a visit?
I do not want to start a fight we cannot justify, Ezio.
Nor do I. And if we can find a way to avoid bloodshed, we will. But if the Templars are behind this, that will give us few options.
Alright, we have to go visit this Theodorus, the rich man. But like, there's so many little aspects of Assassin's Creed. Like, later on, you'll see a puzzle. This in Eagle Vision, kind of like scanning for clues. Like, they're there, but they're just not developed. The puzzles could be like a kind of Resident Evil sort of thing, you know, or even Onimusha. Onimusha had parts where you walk in and actually have to solve puzzles, which I thought was great. So that's something like I would that's what I would have added to my Assassin's Creed. You could take it down a more detective sort of way, and it's kind of interesting to think of it that way, but like I said, look at the Batman games. They have investigation, right? From what I've seen, I've never played them.
I have been hemorrhaging money ever since I came into your company.
Theodorus, buongiorno.
Who are you?
You have been quite free with your money lately. The assassins would like to know what your generosity has purchased.
Assassin?
We basically
Both of
just
you?
Come, Effendi. We mean no harm.
I don't want to
threaten
die.
this guy.
Please, spare my troubled soul. The devils have corrupted me. I'm a good man at heart.
Keep watch over this one. When he has regained his sanity, we will talk.
Or rather, we intimidate him. So there you go. I don't know why this guy wanted to fight me, but I fist fought him, and I got the you play achievement, bully. How the most useless achievement you can get these days, people. The Champion, Part 1. Help your apprentice escort his ward in secret. Stay off the ground. Okay, so stay on the rooftops. I think this is the one that I had to restart a couple times.
I feel we must take seriously. I believe the Templars are trying to silence him. I would like to draw his enemies out into the open by pretending to escort him to a new location.
No, this was a
I want you
different
to stop
one.
the stalkers. We will walk in the open while you remain undetected.
Molto bene.
Okay, so after our short conversation, we're just walking here to the location.
Stay close and kill any Templars you find. They could be anywhere.
And if you stay up on the rooftops, you get full sync. So the way that I just did this was you stay up here. I think it just means like just don't touch the street. Equip your crossbow. There you go, found it. And just shoot him. Crossbow, throwing knives, gun. Just use ranged attacks. Oh my god. The escort kept saying, "Please spare me. I'm just a simple man." Like, he just was spamming that over and over again. I don't know why. You know, these games, they're so goofy sometimes. Trying to let my apprentice do some work too, you know? Like the trigger for his dialogue line was just kept firing off. Come on, apprentice. Nope. Just whipped out the gun.
Stand down, assassin. There is a contract on this man's head.
I will not be silenced. I will not.
So, yeah, he runs away and then you sit here and defend him. Let's see. 2 soldiers. That's it.
Someone should teach you a little respect.
Filler is filler. I'm just saying.
Who was that fighter?
quite an animal, no?
Oh, he stubbed his toe.
Today I bested him, but not by much.
Be on your guard. He will be back.
Full sync.
Merhaba, mentor. In all your wanderings, have you heard
Alright,
of Mrs.
this is the
Not quite. She's a local
mission
market
that
named
I
Play.
I have not.
found tedious to get the 100% sync. Don't let your apprentice get hurt.
We've been hearing rumors for some time now that Mrs. Lotta in a very dangerous
No.
time. We fear she is responsible for the disappearance of several eminent men throughout the Empire.
But you have no proof.
Not yet, but today we may. There she is. And she
Oh
is company.
no, the
I reclaim her from the
100%
streets.
sync
You take
wasn't
those
hard.
steps.
It
Take note
was,
of anything
I kept getting
suspicious.
detected.
Bene.
But anyway, yeah, you're not supposed to let your apprentice get hurt, which is, you know, as the master assassin, maybe they need to get hurt just a little bit within reason. Oh shit! Attack this guy. And got detected. You don't need to stay on the roof, but it was better to be up there so you don't get detected. Again, these are just filler missions. Like, they don't add any story elements, and it's kind of frustrating at this point. Now that I think about it, of how much padding. Yoink. You know, and again, when I'm highly critical, it's because I like these games. You know, and so it's easy to pick them apart. I think, especially at this point, like, when was, I know this came out in 2011, but if I quickly look up, like AC2 came out in 2009. And Brotherhood came out in 2010. So, you know, yeah, you know, this is, you can still be a little forgivable that they're still trying to work things out, and like a yearly schedule, dude, that's not enough time to make like a banger of a game. This is like maybe half, if this was half the length, then they could have enriched everything. I prefer quality over quantity, and the amount of time spent on a game is categorized in my mind under quantity.
I should have stopped that witch.
To live is to learn. Take this lesson to heart and clear your mind. You will have another chance.
Yeah, so our target got away, but that's just part one, I suppose. Now we can move on to the main mission here, Discovery. We have to go out and find Sofia, and if attacked, kill 5 guards in close combat without getting hit. So, trust me, you'll get attacked, as you'll soon see. Now, prepare yourselves. I didn't know this, but I know now I do know this. Sofia's not here. There are dead bodies all around. Searching for clues. Who's this? Examine the body. Yusuf! Oh my god. Let me try to hear what I said at the time. I'm just saying no. Stabbed in the back. Defending Sofia. I liked Yusuf.
You have earned your rest, brother. Requiescat in pace.
I did not expect to find Yusuf dead. But now we must rally the troops.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us, while Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to
This
cross the assassins.
Assassin's glyph? Like the question mark glyph? I don't know why. 'Cause maybe they want to put a trademark there. couldn't work out. So, yeah, we've come to the shipyard, I guess, the dock, to find Ahmet.
I'm getting out of here.
But we didn't come alone. We came with all of our recruits. The entire Assassin's Brotherhood of Constantinople.
Now! Get him, Adelphi!
There's a ton of guards here, and we don't really need to fight them. Like, if you... I bet you could just run past everything here. Because they're... Oh shit. I didn't notice he did that move. There's so many assassins here. You don't even have to worry about anything. I'm trying to check to see if I got the 100% sync. For some reason, I was actually pretty sloppy on the combat overall. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little difficult actually spending time with a soldier. Eventually you get him. You love doing that slow death. Let's see. There you go. Honestly, I should have just ran past these guys at this point. See? He's dead. These stupid spear guys, they were getting on my nerves. Boom. I will say that was one thing that they focused in on. Like, the amount of different killing animations is quite amazing, given all the weapons and stuff. But again, how good can you make that, right? I feel like they need to improve on their technologies and like the mechanics and obviously keep developing the story rather than just making it look better, right? That's why I think a yearly release is just would ruin a franchise, which I think this was on a really slippery slope, like, or on a downfall. There you go, that's one of the slower animations. So like minimum 2 years, especially only if they have like the same engine.
Where is she?
Such fury.
Where is she?
If you think you are in a position to negotiate, kill me and be done with it. I am sorry it had to come to this.
I like this
Two men who should be
conversation.
friends, quarreling over the keys to a library. We both strive for the same end, Ezio. Only our methods differ. Do you not see that? Peace, stability, a world where men live without fear. People desire the truth, yes. But even when they have it, they refuse to look. How do we fight this kind of ignorance?
Liberty can be messy, Ahmet, but it is priceless.
Of course. And when things fall apart, and the lights of civilization dim, Ezio Auditore can stand above the darkness and say proudly, I stayed true to my creed. I will open that library, and I will find the Grand Temple. And with the power that is hidden there, I will destroy the superstitions that keep men divided.
Not in this life, Ahmet.
Bring the seals to Galata Tower when you are ready. Do this, and Sofia will be spared. My brother's army will be here soon, Ezio. After that, everything changes.
So tired. Oh, hi.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I had Ahmet killed as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
He is a sincere man. But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It flies in the face of reality. The world is a tapestry of many colors and patterns. A just leader would celebrate this, not seek to unravel it.
He fears the disorder that comes from difference.
That is why we make laws to live by. A qanun that applies to all in equal measure.
Shahzadem, stand back!
Hold, soldier! This man is not our enemy.
What a challenge it would be to have a son like you.
You are not dead yet, old friend. Ezio, spare my uncle if you can.
Would your father?
No.
It's a little foreshadowing, I guess. But I think I really like this conversation between Ezio and Ahmet because, like, they really lay it out barely and plainly. And Ezio, especially at his age, isn't brash and vengeful as he once was. It doesn't outright kill him. And they have this conversation. And so on top of that, you know, you get the commentary that Ezio's response to Ahmet is liberty is priceless. You cannot, it could never be sacrificed. It could never be outweighed, I guess. I'm trying to, essentially just trying to rephrase, I guess, what he said, but Ahmet's argument, and like the Templar argument, is, well, we're bringing peace to mankind, and, you know, people are ignorant, so what do you do when they won't listen? Well, it doesn't matter, because in the end, sacrificing your freedom will lead to the ultimate demise, I guess, even if there's chaos in freedom. It's worth it to fight for. And then obviously there's the talk with Suleiman there, saying that, well, it's just not open all-out anarchy. That's why we have laws that apply to everyone in equal measure. So I think pretty good. You know, it's not highly nuanced, right? Like, but I think that's kind of the point.
And some rewards are on offer for any who...
So anyway, we're going to the tower to save Sofia. See here, the exchange. Collect massive keys and deliver them to Ahmet to save Sofia. And make sure you rescue her before she loses 50% of her health. Collecting the keys here. Going to make the exchange. One wonders if Ezio will spare Ahmet after what happened. Let's go find our fellow assassins.
Mentor?
Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin, and I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, then wait for my command.
I have whatever you need. From traditional
So, yeah. Just want to follow your assassin recruits here up the side of the wall. Excuse me, excuse me. Here's where you're gonna make the exchange.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust. A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped by the Byzantines so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less. Now, the keys.
Hold on.
First, the girl.
She's all yours.
Sofia!
Tell your men to
Oh.
back off. She's all yours.
Alright, once again we have to climb the Glacia Tower. Done this already several times. Alright, let her go. Let her go. Oh! That bastard. He tricked us. There you go. Make sure you use your parachute. If you might have not even realized that this game had parachutes, but it does. Yeah, just swerve. Your recruits are taking out the gunners there. I didn't mean to grab that rooftop. Drop down. Save her. Save her. There we go.
Are you hurt?
Not hurt, but very confused.
not mean to
I'm an
drag you into
assassin.
this.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
want to tell you.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
Alright. And now, honestly, the fun begins. Like, this is a great mission. This is a great memory. End of the road. Okay, now here the full synchronization kill 20 guards.
We are close.
My god.
Well,
Keep count.
come to see me off.
We get some cart smashing. Boom. Boom. You can see the carts falling to pieces though. Boom. Get out of here. Boom. Nice. Nope, stay on the road, goddammit. go. Great job.
Hold on!
Oh shit.
Hang on, Sofia!
Look out!
Whoa.
Ezio!
It's like, didn't they do this already? But deploy your parachute. Whoosh.
Help!
I'm listening back to
I don't
my
think
reaction
so.
and like I'm just having a great time.
Obviously!
So you can steer in this bit, and you try to avoid getting hit by the buildings and trees and stuff. Whoa! Oh!
Va bene! I
Yeah,
am
just saying.
alright.
Oh, this is so goofy, but like it's actually fun.
I
It's
see them.
exciting. Swoop down and kill these guys. That was one. Come on, get him, get him, get him. 2. Oh. 3. I figured, oh, I got this. I'll kill all 20 guards. Yeah, I felt like they should have, like, if they could focus and make every sequence as exciting as this one, like, you know, maybe not everyone because you want to save the best for last, but just memorable, you know? Is that 4? 5? 6? Like, okay, I still got this. Oh yeah, I'm just taking them out. Was it 7, 8, I think? She should, yeah, Sofia should have been keeping count.
Faster!
Let's see, 9, 10. Oh, missed it. Yeah, this is where I think I really failed. Oh, see, look at, and now I just couldn't get him. Oof, I'm getting hit. I just can't get them. Look at, that was 10.
Out of the road!
Let's see what else. Oh, come on.
Keeping us on track.
Whoa. Keep going. Keep going. Oof. Oof.
Oh my! Please move!
Yeah, where is this, you know? On the outskirts, I guess? Never seen any of this.
Your determination would be charming.
There you go.
Was not so
I think I'm only sitting at 11 guards right now. Okay, 12. Should be at 12. Oof, that was bad. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get them though. Oh, I'm out of sync. Oh, I can't believe I missed one there. Yeah, this was really bad. But it's like once you get out of sync, you can't get them.
Where did you learn to fight?
Yeah, it's 13. I'm so close. 14, 15, 16. Oh, I missed that one. That's 14. I think I'm at about 14, 15. So you can see 20 guards. 16. Oh my god, I can't believe I was so close the first time. 17. Oh. Oh, so close. Watch.
Ezio, look!
Failed. Oh yeah, if you look ahead, the horses, Just floating there. Alright, so this is my third attempt, by the way. Boom, 20 guards. Oh, I'm just killing them. I was getting so nervous too. Boom, got another one. Yeah, I focused so hard to get that.
Ezio, look!
Oh yeah, this is so good though. Just watch.
You have been a thorn in my side, long enough.
Ah! Go, Ezio, I'm fine!
I'm fine. I thought he was gonna like swoop down, cut the rope. Nope, just nicely. Whoosh. Look at this. You have to fight him. I don't know if I was doing it right because, you know, maybe the UI was off, but this is great. Boom. Boom. This is the kind of shit like in Death Stranding where you're just like punching each other in the water. That like that's great. This is what Assassin's Creed needs, you know, for their epic moments. He's all hanging on. Get off of me. Yeah, I need Ezio to say, "Oh, getting too old for this," right?
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
But now we have the keys, so at least that's good. Guess who's coming?
Oh! Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
And that's that. So technically Ezio didn't kill him.
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore. I
Da
am Salim,
Firenze.
Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
Banished. What? Hey, the animation's a little desync there. I didn't notice that at first.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
But where does one end and the next begin?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have the keys, we have the girl. Unfortunately, Yusuf is dead. R.I.P. But we head off to, not to Animus Island, we head to, Masyaf.
Phil, good to see you.
Oh?
Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Yep.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look! This is crazy!
I just
What's wrong?
met you.
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
Get me out. Trapped. Say goodbye to Animus Island. what a weird
Here it
thing.
comes. What is that?
What a weird place.
What's going on?
This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion.
All right, baby, hold on. This guy gets
you
me every
doing?
single time. He's so
What
like,
is a man but the sum of his memories?
I swear to God,
We are
he's
the
just
stories we live. The
riding
tales
high
we
on
tell
cocaine or
ourselves.
something.
Don't do this. I'm saving you, idiot. Go!
Boosh.
Go!
Never come back. Whoop.
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Ak right now, Sofia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession. And
That's
all the
right.
time in the world.
Sophia came along.
Sofia is a seasoned traveler,
Sophia.
and a fine companion to have so far from home.
Fine
Tomorrow we will make our
companion.
way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Said, yeah. BS. Did you know it's pronounced Jif? I know it sounds stupid to me too. Oh my god. Yeah, this is so cool. And I'm trying to remember at the beginning of Assassin's Creed Revelations, is it at Masyaf?
Such a
It
climb.
might be. But it might
È
not
così
be.
bello
It's like
qui.
some fortress.
This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built
Began
us up,
thousands of years
set us
ago,
free.
but
He saw
here
the
is
folly of keeping a
reimagined.
castle like this. It had become
Or
a symbol of
reborn.
arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is
She
it?
didn't say she didn't
Nothing is true.
like them.
Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
And I think that's just
Do
a
you regret
great
your
interpretation.
decision to live as an assassin for so
Which,
long?
at the
do
beginning
not
of
remember
AC1,
making
you
that
know,
decision.
Altair misused
This life,
and struggled
it chose
to
me.
realize
for 3
the
decades,
power of the
I
creed.
served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go. To let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
Encouraging. Ezio needs to pass on the knowledge, or at least I should say pass on the legacy.
The end of the road.
And this is something that I think should be well incorporated into Assassin's Creed
What do you
games.
hope to find behind that door?
Freaking puzzles. Like they had that in the
Knowledge, above all else.
the truth sequences
Altair
or
was a
whatever you want to
profound
call it.
man and a prolific
And then
writer.
it kind of like went
He built
away.
this place as a repository for all his wisdom.
But just
He saw many
have
things in his
puzzles,
life,
have like a
learned
dungeon
many
area,
secrets, both troubling and strange.
you know, where
Knowledge
you
that
had
would drive
to
lesser men
find,
to despair.
you know, where you did the
Does that
massive
worry you?
keys, have like that as the dungeon, and have
Sofia,
puzzles. Like
You should know
it's
by now that I
it
am
would
not a
be
lesser
so
man.
good. Okay,
Knowledge,
so
above
the
all
solution
else.
for this is
Altair was
pretty
a
easy,
profound
but
man,
they all
a
go on
prolific
one
writer.
symbol. I didn't realize
He built
that
this
first.
place as a repository for
So
all
you had
his
the 4
wisdom.
intersection and 3 intersection,
He
2,
saw many things in his life
Bing,
and learned many
and then
secrets,
the 1.
both troubling and strange.
There you go.
Knowledge that would drive lesser men.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan
Ooh.
to.
Yeah, just pulled that torch out of somewhere, and oof, there he relaxed a little bit, you know. Now we progress into the tomb. Well, spoilers. It's a library with no books. And this is where the memories of the Masyaf keys led us to and unlocked. We approach.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Fratello mio.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
That's right, it's Altair. If you notice, the little bone finger was missing. One last memory. Going back to Gramps.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go
Well,
be with
you'll
your
see.
family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
That's it. Altair locks himself.
In much wisdom is much grief.
Here's a
And he
little
that
callback to
increaseth
AC1.
knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
And now we walk back into the vault and snuff out the flames.
Of their rise and their fall.
I think the piece of Eden prolonged Altair's life. That's why it lives so goddamn long.
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here?
Who were the ones who came
How
before?
long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria.
You can see and hear Altair did live a
Maria? Where?
a long and
Where are
tragic life.
If you
You
are
know,
asked,
they could go back to
They are
Altair. There's a lot of time in
tell
there.
them I sent it to Cyprus, or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea.
tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
The apple must not be found. Now, hold on, I'm confused because in AC2 he had the apple. Didn't he just throw it into the water? I'm really actually confused now. That's it. I think Altair can finally find peace as well. Letting go of the piece of Eden. And here I'm saying again, I think the piece of Eden prolonged his life. So he kind of just sat down and that was that. Never removing his hidden blades, though. And here I'm talking about that Assassin's Creed Mirage is actually coming out this October, I believe, of 2023. You know, 12 years ago from this game.
No. You will stay here.
But see, like... okay, hold on a second. How is this here? I'm so confused. I need to rewatch something.
Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
See? Ezio is done with the assassin's life.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. But I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
And here we go. Buckle up.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me?
Called us Cypher?
Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground.
Now remember, I think this is
not should we fail in our efforts.
Shoot, who is this? Mars or something?
Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
Yeah, so I think the secret knowledge is the vault here. But yes, there are multiple pieces. There are multiple apples of Eden. So
to sort and sample all that was collected. We
who are
chose
you?
those solutions which held the most promise and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked.
Jupiter. This is
And then
Jupiter.
the world ended.
But yeah, here's the locations of the vaults. I was so pumped watching this. I said, I'm such a nerd for Assassin's Creed. They get me every single time. They get me so excited to learn about the next game, you know? You can see their experiments that they were doing in the vaults just didn't work, or they didn't do it in time, but they were successful kind of encoding their DNA and passing it down through the humans, which, like, I think it's sort of weird. I don't know if, like, the people who came before us, so like Minerva and Juno, are actually the ancestors of Templars, and then we're the ancestors of the people, or the assassins are, or maybe the first assassins were like of Adam and Eve. It's all kind of a little complicated right now, but there's just widespread destruction. It's absolutely crazy. And of course, the baby. Yep.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far
Your
fewer
kind.
of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Holland. City skyline.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing.
Oh.
Something's happening. He's moving.
Yo.
Desmond, can you hear me?
Liam Neeson?
Son?
Like Fallout 3. Yo, they got a piece of
I know what
Eden.
we need to do.
Right, which we got at the end of Brotherhood, which was Ezio's piece of Eden, or Ezio's apple of Eden, I guess you want to call it. We're at the vault. Boom! Assassin's Creed 3 coming later this year. I'm just explaining how, oh my god, they always do this. Yeah, AC3 is coming in 2012, which was the next year. It's a yearly release is so bad. Oh well. Alright, so once again, I'm recording this in post, but I've transcribed all of my thoughts, and I'm now going to read them back. I start out with a bit of praise here. I think the world, yet again, is very strong. Like the location being in Constantinople is just lovely. We actually do get to see Old Masyaf. I really like visiting locations like hundreds of years in the future. I think that was really cool. The characters, in my opinion, are very strong, well written. And I do think this game did a better job at developing the characters, like especially Ezio and Desmond for that fact, than more than Brotherhood did. And those are the strong suits of Assassin's Creed and why I thoroughly enjoy these games. The rest is what you expect with weapons and armor, and not really innovating on them. Aside from the hook blade, right? That's the one exception that they introduce. But again, like the upgrade paths and just collect more money and spend it, right? It's the same thing. They also, yeah, they did have bomb crafting, but you hardly use them to their full potential. At least I did, and you know, that's. I think that's indicative of some experience, right? The parachutes were virtually non-existent. I feel like the last mission is where everything shines. It was exhilarating. And it sucks that each sequence couldn't have that quote-unquote epic moment feeling, and it was just relegated to the end, or maybe because that was the most recently I played, I'm saying that? I'm not really sure. Speaking of the island, I really like that we got to develop Desmond's character and his memories, and this whole notion of delving back into Desmond's memories, and then through Desmond to Ezio, and through Ezio to Altair, we get to see his memories, the swarming of the memories, and the whole notion that Desmond's mind is fractured. I really like that as the premise, and I think it worked very well, actually. The downsides are the same thing that plagued Brotherhood. Filler content, number one. The follow-along missions. My god. That sort of thing really detracts from the experience. The full synchronization for most things are just tedious. It's supposed to be more of a challenge because, you know, there's no difficulty slider, but it usually just becomes tedious to actually get that 100%. They changed the UI a little bit, the weapon wields, not too bad, you can get used to it fairly quickly. They also introduced a tower defense mini-game. It's just something to do, and that's it. Like, I think if your assassin's quarters gets attacked, you have to go defend them. That reminds me though, like the missions that you send your recruits to, like some of that has lore. There's like some lore about your Altair's sons in there. And it's just like, what? This is really highly relevant information, and they're just throwing it in there. Anyway, speaking of the recruits, I do like how the Brotherhood was developed even more, and you had more interactions with them. It's still filler content, of course, but I will say as far as gameplay goes, I don't know why I wrote that, but I would say as far as the gameplay goes, it's filler content for the gameplay, sure, even though it's developed, you know what I mean? I will say now is the time that the whole formula, Assassin's Creed formula, the games are becoming a little stagnant, you know? Not to the point where, oh my god, I'm not excited for the next one, because I am. You have the fluidity of the combat and the hook blade made the parkour a little more dynamic. And I think if they iterate on that mechanic, not necessarily all assassins need hook blades, but assassins need a tool belt, like Batman, essentially. I don't know why there aren't any horses in this game, but horseback combat should be in Assassin's Creed, and maybe even introducing more vehicle options. And I don't mean like I need cars and stuff, but I mean something that you can ride or operate. That would be pretty fun. I think aiding the citizens in this game was improved, and yeah, again, it's just filler content, but it changed it up, so it wasn't just the same thing, right? Which alleviated some of the boredom. For combat, I would like to have more decision-making aspects. For example, this guy has a shield, I need something that's strong against a shield. Or this guy has heavy armor, I need something that's strong against heavy armor. Something like that, and I wouldn't just opposed to you can walk in unarmed, right? You can walk in with any weapon and they essentially operate the same way. Counters. Right? You just do counters and then you win, and then you just stab everyone and it's game over. I'm super excited for the next game, which is Assassin's Creed 3, and I'm not actually all too familiar with that game. I think I've only played it once. I remember vaguely the plot, but that's about it. And just as a reminder, AC Revelations came out in 2011. You know, 12 years from when I'm recording this now. And then AC3 came out in 2012. Like, actually, AC3 is kind of like, if you think about it, should have been the last game. Or it should have been the last Assassin's game. Like, you should have then played the modern day Assassin. And yeah, they could have kept going with spin-offs and stuff where you probably don't play as, like, through the Animus, but you might learn about the Assassins of that time. Because, why I say all this is, since AC1, the end date is 2012. And that's when AC3 comes out anyway. Just thought of that. Overall, this game is starting to stagnate, like I said before, but Revelations was a tighter experience, you know, shorter, but more narrowly focused. I think it has a lot of content, but not a lot of meaningful content. What I mean by that is the extra content doesn't progress the story necessarily, and it doesn't like flesh out the lore of Assassin's Creed universe. And I'm not saying the historical aspect of the games, but I'm saying like the in-universe lore, and I want to learn about the cities and the assassins groups and like the timelines and all that stuff, because I really do appreciate all the hard work that goes into and research that goes into gathering the historical information and learning about the locations and the lives of the real historical figures. I really do appreciate that, and it's something that is probably it's still in Assassin's Creed, right? But yeah, I wish there was more in-game lore to learn about. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for watching. I'm super excited for AC3. Here we go. I think it's gonna take me 2 years to just catch up to Mirage, and then by that time I'm sure there's gonna be 10 more Assassin's Creed games. Anyway, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.